Hello everyone, today we will study the elements, how to learn the elements in a fun way using the mnemonics. Acronym is हाई हिल्स लिए बिना भी कल नानी और हुई नाचेगी ना मांग अल्लाह साईं से पेप्सी सोडा कोला और काजू केक. We have to underline certain alphabets here. In high, H, hills, HE, lithium, LI, bina, BE, B, only B. You have to read only the underlined words. Kal, C only, nani, N, or, O, hui, F, nachegi, N, E. The next row, na, Na, mang, MG, Allah, AL, Sai, SI, Pepsi, P, soda, S, cola, CL, or AR, kaju, K only, and cake, CA. Now I'll write down here counting 1, and I have to write here underline word. That is the symbol for element. This is hydrogen. Atomic number 1 element is hydrogen. Atomic number 2 element is underline word He. Then Li, lithium. Atomic number 3. It is easy way to learn. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. Now fourth one. Underlined word is B and E. Sorry, letters. Next one is B for boron. Number is 5. Next one C. C for carbon, and atomic number is 6. We have to write a counting only. Then first of all we will complete counting 7, 8, 9 and 10. At 7 number Nani we have to underline, and this letter we have to write here. N for nitrogen. So next O is underlined, O for oxygen. Atomic number 8. Who is हमने क्या underline करा है? F, that is for chlorine. Atomic number 9. In case of nachegi, Ne. Ne is the symbol for neon with atomic number 10. Now we will write your symbols. First of all, Na, sodium, Mg, magnesium. अल्लाह में से हमने Al को अंडरलाइन करा है. Al, aluminium. Si, silicon. पेप्सी में हमने P को अंडरलाइन करा है. That is P for phosphorus, S for sulfur, Cl for chlorine, Ar for argon, K for potassium, Ca for calcium. Now we have to write the atomic numbers. Counting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sodium with atomic number 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17, argon 18, potassium 19, calcium 20. Other information we have studied yesterday regarding the shortest period, that is period number 1, which have only 2 elements. Those are hydrogen and helium. Helium is a noble gas because K shell is fully filled here. From atomic number 3 to 10, how many elements are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are from period number 2. Period number 2, hydrogen and helium for period number 1. Now this is neon with atomic number 10. It is inert or noble gas. In the next case, 11 to 18. This is period 3. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 elements from sodium to argon. Means one shell is taken here for writing the electronic configuration, that is third shell. Period 1, K shell is fully filled, one electron in outermost shell means only one shell is there, that holds in hydrogen, and it is filled with the second electron in the case of the helium. In this second period, second shell is taken, that is L shell. 8 electrons are there. That's why one by one electron increases, and at the end, neon L shell is fully filled. That's why it is inner. Likewise the case with period 3. M shell is filled here. Outermost shell of any element can accommodate maximum of 8 electrons according to Govertz-Betty scheme. So again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means in the M shell, in case of the R1, it is fully filled having 8 electrons. That's why atomic number is 18. Rest 2 electrons in our syllabi are from period number 4, in which N shell is taken, means fourth shell is taken for filling the electrons. In potassium, 1 electron in the fourth shell, and in calcium, 2 electrons in the fourth shell. Now we will discuss next topic, that is trends in the modern periodic table. How the properties, certain properties increase or decrease, they affect the chemical properties of certain elements to form the compounds or their oxides, etc. That all depend upon the periodicity. What is periodicity? There is a repetition of properties of certain element after fixed interval of atomic numbers. Their chemical and physical properties somewhat matches with each other. That's why there is recurrence of these activities or properties. First of all, we are taking here valency. What is valency? We have studied in 9th class, combining capacity of any element to combine with other element. That is called its valency. And this all depend upon the electronic configuration. We are talking about periodicity. Then these properties, both whether they are chemical properties or other, they depend upon the number of electrons in the outermost shell, means valence shell electrons. Let us start with the discussion in a group. I have taken here example from group number 1. Elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. Atomic numbers 1, 3, 11, 19 and so on. Electronic configuration. In the K shell, hydrogen having 1 atomic number, 1 electron in the K shell. For lithium, atomic number is 3. How the electrons are distributed? K shell fully filled, 2 electrons, and L shell having 1 electron. Sodium, 11 atomic number, configuration, K shell fully filled, L shell 8 electron, again fully filled, M shell having 1 electron. 2, 8, 1, 11. Next is potassium with atomic number 19. K shell fully filled, L shell fully filled, M shell fully filled, and 1 electron in the N shell. So configuration of hydrogen 1, lithium 2, 1, sodium 2, 8, 1, potassium 2, 8, 8, 1. Number of shells 1 here, 2, 1, 2, 3 shells in sodium, 1, 2, 3, 4 shells in potassium. But what is similarity? 1 electron in outermost shell, means they all are having valency 1. So we can conclude that going down a group, valency remains same. We can take another examples also. You can give example from group number 17 or group number 2, whatsoever you are able to learn the elements 3 or 4. Now we will discuss this trend of valency along a period, going from left to right. We have taken an example from period number 3 of the modern periodic table. Elements are Period number 3 elements are sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Atomic number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now we will write their electronic configuration. For sodium, 2, 8, 1. Shells K, L, M. K shell fully filled, 2 electron, L shell fully filled, 8 electron, 1 electron in the M shell. I write here the shell name. Now for magnesium, atomic number 12, configuration will be 2, 8, 2. 2, 8, 2 means 12. You will see here 1 electron in M shell in case of sodium. Now one more electron is added in the same shell, that is M shell, it becomes 2 in case of magnesium. Now aluminium, now we will fill the electrons. Aluminium, atomic number 13, configuration 2, 8, 3. Silicon, 14 atomic number, configuration 2, 8, 4. Phosphorus, 15, configuration 2, 8, 5. Sulfur, 16, configuration 2, 8, 6. Chlorine, 17, configuration 2, 8, 7. And at last argon, 18, configuration 2, 8, 8. Now we will see only outermost shell, that is valence shell of these all elements, M shell. Having here 1 electron, in magnesium 2 electron, aluminium 3 electron, silicon 4 electron, phosphorus 5 electron, sulfur 6 electron, chlorine 7 electron, in case of argon 8 electron. 1 electron is being filled in case of M shell, and it is fully filled at the end of period number 3. What does it mean? Means we are discussing the valency here. When elements starting from sodium, magnesium, aluminium, they are having electrons 1, 2, 3 in their valence shell. They can lose this electron. So their valency will be, how many electrons they will lose? 1 electron, sodium will lose. Magnesium will lose 2 electrons. Aluminium will lose how many electrons? 3 electrons. Why? To form compounds and to acquire lowest noble gas configuration 28288 means that is of neon, atomic number 10, to become stable. Okay, so they will lose 1, 2, 3 electron respectively, sodium, magnesium and aluminium. What about this silicon? Half filled M shell. When any shell is half filled, it will not gain or lose electron, it will share to form covalent bonds. You have studied in chapter number 3 or 4 also. Then its valency will be written as 4 only. It will not gain any positive or negative charge. In these cases, cations are formed. Monovalent cation, any positive, when it loses 1 electron. In case of magnesium, Mg, 2 positive, when it loses 2 electrons. In case of aluminium, ion is written as Al2 positive, when it loses 3 electrons. Now, what about the non-metals? Those are phosphorus. We will write here. Outermost shell have 5 electrons, but it needs how many electrons to complete its octet? Only 3 electrons. So, valency of phosphorus will be 3. Sulfur 16, outermost shell having 6 electrons. So How much will be added to 6? It will become 8. It will be 2. 6 plus 2, 8 electron. Means sulfur gained 2 electron to complete its octet. In case of the chlorine, there are 7 electrons. It needs only 1 electron to complete its octet. When it is fully filled, in case of the argon, its valency is 0. Now look at the trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. In this case. So, we can see that along the period going from left to right, first valency increases, then decreases. Now we have to conclude this topic. In case of the groups, we have studied today that while going down a group, valency remains same. There is no change in the valency going down a group from top to bottom. And in a period from going from left to right, valency first of all increases, then decreases. This is the trend of valency in modern periodic table. As we are discussing the trend of valency in the periodic table, let us take another example of group number 2, in which beryllium configuration 2, 2, magnesium configuration 2, 8, 2, calcium configuration 2, 8, 8, 2. What does it mean? In outermost shell, valence shell, there are 2 electrons in beryllium, 2 in magnesium, 2 in calcium. That's why valency remains constant going down a group. Another example, group number 17, fluorine, electronic configuration 2, 7, 7 electron in valence shell. Chlorine, configuration 2, 8, 7, 7 electron in valence shell. Bromine, iodine, and so on. In case of the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, etc., they all are having 7 electron in their outermost shell. That's why they all need 1 electron to complete their octet. Their valency is 1. Going down a group means valency remains same again in any group. You can take example from any group. Now we have discussed third period, sodium to argon. Now we are going to discuss period number 2, again having 8 elements from atomic number 3 to 10 elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Lithium electronic configuration 2, 1, beryllium 2, 2, boron 2, 3, carbon 2, 4, nitrogen 2, 5, oxygen 2, 6, fluorine 2, 7, neon 2, 8. There are 2 shells, K and L shell. K shell is fully filled in all the elements. L shell is being filled from lithium to neon. 1 electron is being added. Then, first of all, valency of lithium 1, beryllium 2, boron 3. 1, 2, 3. Carbon valency 4. That's why trend is in a period going from left to right. First of all, valency increases, then it becomes 4. After that, it decreases. Outermost shell electrons are, in case of the nitrogen, 2, 5. 5 electron in the valence shell. It needs 3 electron to complete the octet. Oxygen needs 2 electron to complete the octet. Fluorine needs 1 electron to complete the octet. So, valency of nitrogen 3, oxygen 2, fluorine 1, neon, having the L shell fully filled. 8 electrons in the L shell. So, going from left to right, first of all, valency increases, then decreases. This is all about the valency and its variation along a period from left to right and along a group from top to bottom. Thank you for watching.